Hello everyone, my name is Leo and with this video we will share the guitar gear and AI news of the last weeks. Let's start. IK Multimedia has released the ToneX One, which is basically a stripped down version of the ToneX pedal, which we all know and love. This is basically an amp profiles loader with some basic effects that are a noise gate, a compressor and 5 stereo reverbs, also offering a basic tuner. It has a big volume gain dial knob in the middle and 3 illuminated mini knobs to control the basic amp tone settings with the bass, mid and treble. With these mini knobs you can also control the gate, compression and reverb pressing the alternate button. The colors of the LED of the mini dials can be customized so that we can, for instance, use one ToneX One for an amp simulation and another one for overdrives, using different colors for each pedal to be able to tell which is which. It can store 20 presets and if we tweak it, the unit remembers our last settings for the next time we use it. It comes with 200 profiles loaded by default, but of course you can load your own, hooking the unit up to your computer via USB. In fact, the unit offers USB-C connectivity and it can serve as an audio interface to record your guitar directly in your digital audio workstation. In terms of connectivity, other than the aforementioned USB-C out, it offers a guitar input, a TRS stereo output, which can be used as a stereo output, dual mono, or in order to connect your headphones. It includes ToneX SE all-in-one player, modeler and librarian and Amplitude 5 SE software. It is pretty small and light as it weighs just 160 grams. It runs at 9 volts and 120 milliamperes and the price is 200 euros or dollars. I think it's a pretty cool little device with many possible use cases. You can use it as your amp profile loader in an ampless pedalboard or as your favorite overdrive or distortion pedal simulator to expand your existing pedalboard, for instance coupled with a ToneX pedal or with any other amp simulation modeler or profiler. Of course you can stack together many of these pedals even if latency could become a problem, and I will for sure check out the latency management of this pedal as soon as the one I have ordered will arrive in my studio. Furthermore, it is going to compete in an expanding market segment of small amp or effect modelers in small pedal format, like the Boss IR2 or the Line 6 Pod Express or the NewX Amp Academy that have all been reviewed in my channel. What I really miss from IK Multimedia is a full amp modeling pedalboard that can compete with more high-end units like the Boss GX100 or the Line 6 Helix. But well, the tendency we are seeing since almost any year is that all these guitar gear companies are building smaller and cheaper units where maybe there are higher volumes of sales. As I said, this pedal is coming to my studio, therefore stay tuned for my full review and comparison videos. We then have a very cool product that is hitting the market, which is called DIMEHEAD NAM Player. Yes, you heard it well. It's gonna be a NAM profiles loader in a pedal format, which is pretty cool. With NAM you can create the best amp profiles in the market, and you can check out the video in the card above where I have tested NAM profiles versus ToneX, Kemper and Quad Cortex. The problem with NAM profiles is that they require a lot of processing power to run, therefore it is pretty hard to run them in a pedal-friendly unit rather than on a PC. In fact, we already have some software solutions to load NAM profiles that are of course the native NAM loader, but also other solutions like Genome. But the pedals able to load NAM profiles are pretty rare. We have the Mod Dwarf and now this cool DIMEHEAD Player. Let me give you some more details about the DIMEHEAD. It has a guitar input, a line out, an headphone out, an XLR out, and it also offers MIDI input to control our presets. It has a USB port to load profiles and update the firmware, and as far as I know, it cannot serve as an audio interface. On the front of the unit we have a 3-band EQ, a gain and volume knob, and a room control to be used, for instance, to control the included reverb. Then we have a sort of parameter knob with which we can browse the NAM parameters shown in the screen, for instance browsing profiles, deleting them, etc. It also has, as I said, a convolution reverb and also a delay that is included, and more effects will follow, which is a pretty cool feature. I mean, convolution reverbs and delay are great options to have alongside the NAM profiles. On paper it should have a 0.5 millisecond of latency, which is an incredible good value. You can check out my videos about the latency of 23 amp modeling pedalboards to know how other units behave in terms of latency against this pedal. And I can already tell you that 0.5 is a pretty good value, if it is correct, of course. It offers 128 presets that you can select using the 4-foot switches. It requires 9 volts of power and less than 500 milliamperes. So if it delivers on promise, well, of course it's gonna be a super cool unit in the market, and I really hope I will be able to get one to try it out in the channel. DIMEHEAD, if you want to send me a unit to try it out, I will be more than happy to create some videos in the channel. Friedman has released the IR D preamp, which is basically an IRX but based on a Friedman twin sister and no more on a brown eye amp as it was the IRX. It is of course a full analog all-tube preamp coupled with the DSP based IR and power amp simulation that should deliver the Marshall JTM45 tones for which the Friedman twin sister is known. It offers 2 channels and each channel has gain, bass, middle, treble, volume and boost knobs. There are 3-foot switches that can be used to select the 2 channels and to activate the boost. Furthermore, we have a 2-way bright switch and a 3-way structure switch that allows us, summarizing, to select the amount of gain. In terms of I/O, the unit features an FX loop and a built-in DSP IR speaker simulator on a balanced out in order to use the unit with our DAW or mixing desk. Then we have an headphone out, a MIDI and a USB port plus a ground lift switch. This unit cannot serve as an audio interface, but the USB port used to connect the unit to a computer and to use the Friedman software to load IRs and tweak the unit power amp simulation via the thumb and presence control. We can also save our settings in 128 MIDI presets. Furthermore, the IRX includes 13 Dave Friedman's favorite cabinet IRs as standard. The 3-position cab IR select switch per channel is programmable via the software, and if we want we can bypass the cabinet simulation. A 12-volt power supply is included in the box together with a USB 2 cable. The price is pretty high at €600 and $500. What I found interesting in this pedal is the approach. I mean, here we are mixing analog and digital together in order to maximize the quality of the tone and response and to minimize the size, weight and price. The preamp is all analog, where the power amp and cabinet have been digitalized. The resulting unit is also pretty simple and straightforward to be used. Its main competitors are the 2-Notes Revolt and the Victory V4, which are both cheaper. The strength of this Friedman unit, in my opinion, is that it is an all-in-one unit, where with the Victory and Revolt you need a cabinet simulation, even if the Revolt has just One IR included. On the other hand, the Revolt offers a wider variety of tones with 3 channels. So I would say that it really depends on your needs and how much money you want to spend. Please let me know your opinion in the comment section below. And now let's share a pretty interesting AI news. Meta has released the new version of its free large language model, which is LAMA 3. Just to be clear, ChatGPT is a large language model which is owned by OpenAI, which is not very open, by the way, and it is at its 4th iteration. LAMA 3 is the model owned by Meta, I mean Facebook. And the cool thing here is that it is totally free. You can access it following the link meta.ai. Let's check it out together. This is the home page where you have some suggestions about what you can do. You can log in with your Facebook account, or you can even stay not logged in. Let's say you want to know better one of your favorite musicians. Let's say the famous pianist Bill Evans. So I would ask this question. What are the most important harmony innovations of Bill Evans? And this is the answer. Very interesting. So we have modal interchange, where of course Bill Evans was an absolute master, pedal points, another interesting technique, etc. This could be a starting point to then go into details of this harmonic concept. For instance, if you are searching for something new to learn. I actually use a lot this approach, to understand the basic harmonic concepts at the basic of my favorite musician. I think it is of a great inspiration, for instance, for my music. Now let's check out if LAMA 3 can access the web. Can you access and summarize a website? Well, it seems possible. Let's ask LAMA 3 to summarize the main features of the new ToneX One pedal, accessing IK Multimedia website. And this is the result. Pretty interesting. I have also asked to summarize some YouTube videos providing the URL, but unfortunately LAMA 3 seems to summarize the wrong videos. I don't know why. Let's now ask LAMA 3 some considerations about AI music. What do you think about AI-generated music? This is the answer. AI-generated music is a fascinating field. I think it has a potential to enhance creativity. AI can assist musicians and composers by generating ideas, exploring new sounds, and automatizing repetitive tasks. Democratize music creation. AI tools can make music production more accessible to people without extensive music training, which actually I don't know if it is a good thing, etc., etc. It's interesting that it is also providing us with some risks like authenticity and homogenization. Also, the final sentence is pretty interesting. Overall, AI-generated music is an exciting development that can augment and inspire human creativity, but it shouldn't replace the beauty and value of human-made music. Well, I hope so, even if I'm not sure if we will be able to protect the value of human-made music. So that's all for this gear and AI news. Please let me know your opinions about AI-generated music. I'm exploring the AI tools possibilities, and I have done some videos in the channel, as I think it's quite an important field, and we should all care about the possibility and the risk associated with AI-generated music. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.